Arkansas rice breeding program has been around for a long time. It started in the 1930s. It started out with USDA breeders, but now we have Arkansas breeders since about 1981. We've developed a lot of varieties over that time, and they've been very productive for the producers in Arkansas.
Since the 1930s, more than 40 rice varieties have been developed by rice breeders and their colleagues at the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture. The division's breeding programs at the Rice Research and Extension Center in Stuttgart have been partnered with the Arkansas Rice Research and Promotion Board since 1980. The breeding research is a component of a comprehensive rice program that dates back to the early 20th century. That was when Robert Bennett, the director of the university's Arkansas Agricultural Experiment Station, started working at a substation in Lonoke County with farmers who were beginning to raise rice. In 1927, the university opened the Rice Branch Experiment Station on 160 acres, the predecessor to today's 1,000-acre facility in Stuttgart. Rice breeding got underway at the station in 1936 with the release of Zenith, which became the state's leading variety. Roy Adair, a rice breeder with the U.S. Department of Agriculture, developed the variety that was the first of dozens more to come. The station built a seed processing plant in the 1950s in response to the demand for improved varieties and high-quality seed. Today, the Division of Agriculture is partnering with the Rice Board and other commodity boards on a foundation seed facility. It contains both seed cleaning and storage capabilities with the ability to process more than 25 rice, soybean, and wheat varieties each year. The new facility will complement the 34,000 square foot building that opened in 2010 as the center's headquarters with modern laboratories equipped for molecular technology, biofuels research, and labs designed for handling samples from the fields. Karen Moldenhauer has spent more than 30 years as a rice breeder for the Division of Agriculture. She is one of 3 rice breeders in the division who work with several other allied researchers. She screens experimental breeding lines for genetic traits required for the production of high-quality rice.
We have a medium grain program, a hybrid program, and a long grain program. The medium grain program also works with semi-dwarf varieties mainly. What we are interested in when we release a new variety is it needs to have good yield potential, it needs to have acceptable or even a little bit better quality than the varieties that we have released in the past, and that means low chalk. It has to cook for either what kind of group it's in, the medium grain or the long grain, and it has to have good processing characteristics for Kellogg's, say, if it's a medium grain. We also look at disease resistance, and we get that information fairly early in the program so that we can get rid of lines which do not have good disease resistance. We're interested in earliness to an extent because we want varieties which are going to mature fairly early for the producers and still give them good yields. We're interested in strong straw. Roy J was the last one we released, which had very good straw strength. And we're trying to get that straw strength in a lot of other varieties.
Division of Agriculture rice agronomist Jared Hardke looks at the promising experimental rice lines for potential commercial variety releases. He evaluates them in performance trials at research stations and in on-farm trials. He also consults with growers and industry partners before rice program personnel propose a variety release.
When releasing a new cultivar, the goal of the Arkansas Rice Research and Extension Program is to offer a complete management package to growers. In an effort to accomplish that, we conduct the Arkansas Rice Performance Trials every year at up to 6 locations throughout the state, from very far in the south all the way to the northern edge of the state, on both research stations and in large block on-farm locations. Within those trials, we're able to evaluate for both grain yield, milling quality, lodging, and we take disease ratings. In additional trials, we look at nitrogen fertility, phosphorus, potassium, and other fertility-related issues. On top of that, we actually take the most promising lines from the Arkansas Rice Performance Trials and put them in on-farm trials comparing to current commercial cultivars and allow us to evaluate them under grower management conditions to see how they perform under a wide range of conditions.
Today, the Division of Agriculture continues its strong commitment to rice growers and the rice industry to provide the best possible varieties, research-based information, and technology. We are proud to serve those who have made Arkansas the leading producer of rice in the nation.